So hello everyone, this is the Sports Show podcast, and today we're joined with Cage Warriors superstar once again, Caolan Loughran. How are you, mate?
No, better lad, how are you?
All good, mate. Brilliant. First of all, congratulations on your win. I'm sure you're buzzing yourself after what you've called it yourself. You said you were going to stop him, and you done exactly what you're going to do.
That's more than anything, lad. It's not even like yes, I've done this big win. It's more like just like I told you to a lot of people, and I just more move on to the next one. I told people I was going to beat Shanks. I think people thought this was a massive step up. I honestly never did think he was a big step up. I honestly always thought because he was cut up in weight class and stuff, he thought it was a bigger step up for him. So, but I was unbelievable experience to be a part of it and be a part of that show and to get the win and just keep building hype and building your career and stuff. But like, it's not like I don't be sitting here thinking, "Oh fuck, this is deadly." It's more like I told you, it's more than anything.
Unreal, unreal. And of course, the last time we talked, you were just coming onto this fight, and you've went and you finished the guy, Luke Shanks. He's a good opponent on his day, on your biggest fight to date as well. How did that feel?
Yeah. Well, lad, do you know what it was like? Again, more just like satisfying because we done so much like specific training for him. Like we had him broke down, and that's what I was looking for. The lad, like just doing what we had drilled. Like the mistakes he makes, as I said in the build up, is like he makes too many mistakes. He kind of jumps in. You know what his combination like? He doesn't like hold his feet. He just like jumps in at you. So I was gonna looking to counter him off his lead hand. I was looking to take him down, just take his back, and just do everything we're working lads. And it basically all happened. I mean, basically, Caolan Loughran had me drilling, like came out on fight night, you know. So like that's the most like that's what felt best about. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hard work to pay it off, just.
Yep. And of course, the next question then is how was your camp leading up to that fight, and of course the weight cut during fight week?
The camp was unreal. Like there was so much specific training. To be honest, I was not injured. Not wasn't injured. I was like about 6 weeks before the fight. I had damaged ankle ligaments, and it was pretty shit for a while. I was only really striking, and the only times it would get sore was like if I was like mounting, and my foot would kind of get trapped underneath, you know. So I was kind of like thinking, if I go into a fight, this might pop if I hit the mount or something. But thank God it didn't. It was 100% like nothing. I'm sure he had like if you go in these like nobody's into these fights with nothing like. But all in that, like the camp was unbelievable. I say we done so much. We had him just down to a T. We knew his game. His game hasn't really evolved that much in the last few since he was Cage Warriors champion. Kind of fights the same way every time. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
So we had him like just worked out. Kind of was baiting him to do the things that he always does, and I said he took the bait he played into my hands. The weight cut was unreal. I'm just getting better at the weight cutting because I'm quite like I haven't actually checked my weight. I would guess I don't know 75, 76 kilo at the minute. Lean like I was fucking what 2 weeks this Thursday weighed in 61 like so. I'm not the biggest bantam in the world, but I'm a heavy bantamweight. I'm just getting better at it. That's one thing as well. You come over here, like these guys, there's just like sweet tips on how to do your weight cut and stuff like that there, and how to rehydrate it. It was the best I ever rehydrated as well. Through like just again advice from the guys here in the gym. So no, that was just I was confident going into it that I was well prepared, you know.
Yeah. And before this fight, he actually says that you're one of the best bantamweights on the planet. Do you think that just sort of proves it even more after that after such a win against such a tough opponent?
I honestly do believe I'm one of the best in the world. Like inside the UFC or outside the UFC, I swear on my life, I honestly believe that now. Like I'd be watching like Apex UFC cars by and these guys are in the UFC bantamweights, and I think half of them are completely useless. Like I swear to God, I wouldn't even say I've proved it there for beating Luke Shanks, like because there's way better guys they're gonna have to beat to prove it than him. If you know what I mean. If I'm being honest, like I don't see him as like a massive name. Like I'd have to beat a fucking Cody Garbrandt, a fucking I don't know, Umar Nurmagomedov, Sean O'Malley's boys. You have to beat them boys to prove that you're one of the best in the world. I just honestly believe I'm heading that way. I swear to God.
And of course, with such a good training camp as well, you're just getting better every day as well. Is that what you feel?
100%. Like I said, today is my first day back over here in Liverpool since the fight. Had a week back home there, and even the day, like just learning new things. Like you know what I mean. Just an unbelievable gym over here. Team Caolan now we've joined with Four Corners, John Gillies. So just like really, really high level coaching, lad. And I just I'll probably take from now to Christmas. I'm not even worrying about my weight or sweating or anything like that. There, just gonna worry about leveling up, and then maybe start work towards a more of a specific, more intensity type training after Christmas, and go towards that Dublin show, whenever that is.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that later on. But of course, you want the UFC here now, but there's one step in the way potentially, which is the Cage Warriors world title. Is that obviously is next for you? That's what your goal is.
I want it anyway. I hope they give it to me. Michelle won't reply to me, but so I don't know if he's going to give it to me or not, or sorry, Cage Wars. But actually, the Cage Wars media guy was getting on well. I'm a young lad, Dion. He was texting there, and he says he goes is what he's getting tweeted. He runs like their social medias and that. And he says that seems to be what people are looking for. I have had 3 back-to-back finishes this year, like so, all finishes, all second round. I've probably made the most noise in my division too, so I would say I'm probably gonna get a title shot. I fucking hope so anyway. I'd love it. I would love it to be say on that Ireland show. But if I have to fight one more, I have to fight one more. But I don't think anybody. I don't know who would be ahead of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and of course, if you got an offer tomorrow, say, to go to the UFC and have a fight in the UFC, someone's dropped out, would you fight that, or would you want to win the belt? Is that something you've always looked for?
I've always wanted to win the belt, lad. Like I've always wanted to be a cage warrior. Like I was saying this after my fight, like the Irish boys who grew coming up, like McGregor, Neil Seria, all these boys. Of course I looked up to them boys, and I just want to be the next Irish cage warriors champion. Having said that, like you say that you turn down the UFC, like, but if you get the contract, like it'd probably be way hard to say no. Like, but the cage warriors champ goal has been my dream for 10 years now, lad. So I'm very close. So I wouldn't wanna skip it up,
Yeah, and of course, as you said earlier on, that there's been an announcement tonight that there's going to be a Dublin show for Cage Warriors, which hopefully you're starring in it. Is that of course that's going to be something you're looking forward to, but oh yeah, that's just basically it. It's something that it's probably a dream for you as well to fight again in Ireland for the title.
Fucking if you could, like, if you got the title fight in Ireland, like that'd be unbelievable. Like, but I don't know, like, because they literally only announced there today, and I was texting Reese McKee. Did he know any dates? Because he'd pop thing about it. Had he heard dates, but they won't announce. They won't tell them the dates. But I think they've actually got a show this Sunday. They're going to announce a load of shows for coming up. So hopefully they'll give the date for that Dublin show. Hopefully, I guess around March, April time. I think, like, lad, if you caught like Martignoni, if you put a show in Italy, like it was good, the Italian show, but it was a smallish show, Yep. You call a show around London and Liverpool, and there'd be smaller shows. But I think if you had like Reese in a title fight and me in a title fight, I guess Paul's going to the UFC. But like 2 Irish lads in title fights, that'd be fucking unbelievable. Like that'd be deadly. So now even to be a part of that card, or on the first prelim, or fucking wherever I'm, be absolutely literally a dream come true, lad.
Yeah, and of course you says there about you and yourself and Reese, and you've got a lot of other Irish boys as well. You've got a few of the Fight Academy Ireland ones, Paddy McCrory, Sean McCormick, who were fighting at that event as well.
100%.
The amount of noise that the Irish fans would bring to Dublin, unbelievable.
Oh, unbelievable, lad. See, even like you say with Paddy McCrory and Sean McCormick, just to be like we were. It was like going to the O2. We were all in the same hotel, like every fighter, and like even Shanks on the bus was like he's upstairs. Like just even like pulling up into the O2, like what is it, like fucking 6, like just young lads from Belfast, Derry, Tyrone, my brothers there too, like just driving up into the O2. It's just fucking, it's mad that you would call this like a job, it's fucking, it's lethal, like. But the crowd you seen the fuck even when Bellator's in Dublin and stuff like, and the Cage Wars Belfast was on in back in June time. It's nothing like it, lad. Nothing's even close. Like so, no fucking. If you want to put me in title fight for that, I'll not turn down Michelle anyway. Put that way.
Yeah, and of course, the next few months ahead, there has to be that after this fight, it has to be the UFC. That's the only option. I don't think there's even a potential chance for you to defend the title because there's nobody there that's sort of like sticking out to you. I think the UFC's the next step. It has to be.
Fuck here, lad. I would love to. Like, even my coach was saying to me today, but how I was having a conversation just in training. Today is my first like proper day back training, you know. Yeah. And he says, I want you ready for the UFC in the next 3 fights. And stuff to sharpen up on. In my opinion, lad, if you sign a UFC contract, that means you have to look the world champion, the UFC champion, say, let's go today, lad. Today we can fight. Not like I can fight you in 2 years. That's my opinion. Like, and I think I honestly believe in my head I'm getting close to taking them boys on. I mean, top 5 in the UFC. So, if Cage Wars want me to defend the belt once, twice, 100% no problem. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. But if I get this belt in the UFC I'll be away, lad. I'll be literally living my dream. So if the UFC contract come after a belt, no, that'll be as I say, stuff for dreams, lad.
Yeah, and just before we go there, I just wanted to say that for me, looking in on you and a lot of your other fans, you can tell you have a very, very good mindset of what you want and what you're capable of. I think that's what more fighters need in their careers to build themselves up.
100%. I lad just trained so hard. Left back home and stuff to go pursue this dream, and I've went to I believe the best coach in the world. So now I believe my work ethic. I believe my team, and that just gives me so much confidence getting to the cage. You know what I mean? I can. I do honestly believe I'm one of the best bantamweights in the world right now. So you put in the work, you show up a fight night, you should be confident in yourself. I think, you know what I mean.
Unreal. Caolan, thank you very much for coming on. It's been unbelievable to get you after this win, and I'm sure once you get this title shot, we'll have you on again.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Unreal. Thank you very much. See you later.
See you, lad. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. See you later.